had a lot of people comment about the color in my paintings, and then people will say, I can't see color the way you do. And I say, yes, you can. Hi, I'm Gail Sibley, and in this video, I'm going to be painting Bosc pears, which are basically brown, or some kind of brown. And I'll be talking about seeing color as I paint them in soft pastels. And in this video, I'm going to be using Holbein pastels, and it's a collection put together by my friend Stephanie Birdsall. And I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm going to add a violet. So let's go see color.
There's my charcoal drawing on Wallace paper. It's about 6 by 6. Seeing color. Well, seeing color is a lot about looking for color. So to see color, you look for it. We've got 3 brownish pears. So how do we end up with some blues and greens and reds? Well, we look. So what I do is I look and compare. So I looked at the pear on the left and I looked at the shadow side and I thought, you know, it's kind of reddish. So I put red in, and then I compared it to the shadow side of the pear on the right. And I thought, you know, that one looks more blue. The shadow looks more blue. So I put that blue in. And then the third pear in the front, the shadow looked more green. So as you saw, I put in the red, blue, and green. And that's the great thing about soft pastels, is that you can always go back in and layer over it and tone it down. So never be afraid of putting that color in. And when I'm looking, I'm just seeing an inkling of color. So I just go, you know, I think this looks a little red. So just put that red in. So that's what I suggest that you do, is you look, and if you see any kind of hint of color, you put that down. And that goes with, of course, all parts of the painting, not just the shadow side. And as I've said many times before in my previous videos, knowing the values is probably more important than knowing the color. Because once you know value, you can use any color that fits in that value range. So, and you know, you need to get, when you're trying to see color, you need to get your mind out of the way. You know, we know they're brownish pears, but we want to see more than brown. So get your mind out of the way and look. And unlike looking for values where you would squint and close your eyes down as much as possible, when you're looking for color, you want to open your eyes up and spend time looking. Because at first, you know, let's just take the shadow side, it just looks like sort of a nondescript dark patch. But if you spend time looking, you'll start to see color. And it may only be just a hint of color, but grab that hint and put it down. And don't be afraid to spend time looking. And the other thing is, I really highly recommend working from life, because working from life, you can see color much more easily. It's more available to you than in a photograph where the shadow side may be just sort of a dark patch and the light sides may be just totally washed out. So spend time working from life and go out into the world and start looking for color. What color do I see? And like I say, don't be afraid to put down a bright saturated color, because you can always tone it down, which is what I've been doing a bit in this painting. I started with really, you know, bright red on that shadow side, and also a really bright blue at the cast shadow. And now I'm just, you know, graying down that purple a little bit using yellow. So in this video, I haven't really talked about, you know, theory of color or anything about how to tone down, but I really wanted to talk about how to see color. And how to see color is really about looking. And there are the 11 Holbein soft pastels I used and the final piece. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll like it and share it, and also subscribe to my channel below by clicking that red button. thanks for watching.
Hi. No. Whoops. Oh dear. Hi, I'm Gail Sibley, and I'm going to be painting, and I'm going to be painting them. Yeah, I'm going to be painting them.